Genesis does. You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does. Genesis does. Genesis does. Genesis does. Going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? Anthony, Leon, Dave, Rosalina, what's up, everybody coming in? Dudes, we got a pretty cool video game news item to start off your Saturday. But before we get into this news item, if you want to support your boy, you want to join a great gaming community, become a sponsor, patreon.com/Obi1Plays. Like the homie Guri. Welcome back, Guri. And giving away a free $5 digital code to every new sponsor on your preferred platform of choice. Dudes, before I say anything else about what I'm going to talk about, let me show y'all the street cred, boy. This is the street cred right here. This is me, 1992, opening up Sonic 2 and a Game Gear for Christmas. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. This is
Sonic 2 and Game Gear.
This me, this little Obi-Wan. This little Obi-Wan. Sonic 2 and a Game Gear for Christmas.
The real thing.
The real thing. That's all I wanted. He bought me an extra one. All I wanted was a Game Gear. Sonic 2. So, that's me getting Sonic 2 for my Sega Genesis. And so, dude, I love my Super Nintendo. But I was also a Sega kid, bro. Bro, love my Sega Genesis. I had the OG Genesis model, and I had the slim model, bro. I had a 32X, bro. A lot of y'all dudes don't even know what is a 32X. I had it. I had a Sega CD. Bro, I drank the Sega Kool-Aid growing up as a kid, bro. So, I say all that to say this. Sega has officially confirmed they're releasing a Sega Mega Drive Mini. It's just been announced. They didn't give us a release date, but they said it's coming in 2018. I'm anticipating them to release this around the holiday season time. This is going to be around the holiday season time. XCHab sent me a friend request. I'm only adding the sponsors right now, man, just so I can keep it for my organization. But I grew up on the Sega Genesis, man. And so I'm anticipating this to be released sometime during Super Sonic. Now, after watching Dragon Ball, I realize Super Sonic was a Super Saiyan, bro. The same hair turned yellow like Super Saiyans. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I just see the connection. But grew up on my see broken in the main chat. R.I.P. Sega. Yeah, R.I.P. Sega, bro. This was the Sega Genesis, the 16-bit era. In my opinion, was still and still is the greatest era of video gaming. That was when Nintendo and Sega were running on all cylinders, bro. That's when the Super Nintendo had the best first-party games and the best third-party games. I'm going to talk about Nintendo. I got to talk about Nintendo probably tomorrow. But I say this. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm thinking this is going to release during the holiday season, the Sega Mega Drive Mini. I remember this stage too, just because Sega's gonna try to take advantage of the holiday season. Mega in the main chat is asking what games are on it. They haven't announced any games yet, but speaking of that, I'm going to list for this video my top 5 Sega Genesis games and the Sega Genesis games that have to be included in the library of this system. So, starting off, the first game, the top 5, and these are my top 5 in ranking order. Top 5 games that have to be included on the Sega Mega Drive Mini / Sega Genesis. Number 5, Strider, bro. Strider, for me, the best way I could describe Strider is Ninja Gaiden on steroids. I love Ninja Gaiden on my NES, and this game just took everything about a ninja to a whole new level. Strider was so dope on the Sega Genesis, man. Look at that, climbing on the roof, taking dudes out. The frame rate, well, now that I'm looking, this frame rate looks real bad, but it was the Sega Genesis. But Strider, number 5, loved the game from beginning to end. The graphics just blew me away at the time. All right, so number 5, Strider. Number 4, Vector Man, bro. Vector Man was so, bro. I just noticed the jump in the frame rate, the animations, the smoothness of the animation from Strider to Vector Man. Whoa, night and day. Vector Man so much smoother. But Vector Man was so dope, bro. Now, this game, a lot of dudes don't know this, but this game was actually a response to Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo. Because when Donkey Kong Country released on the Super Nintendo, we never saw graphics like that before. I mean, pre-rendered, almost 3D, quasi 3D, 2D gameplay. Donkey Kong was so mind-blowing on the Super Nintendo. And so Sega was like, we know our system ain't as powerful as y'all, but we got Vector Man, we got a man full of balls and spears. And so that's what these were actually pre-rendered, sort of a 3D, 2D graphic style, but because the Genesis wasn't as powerful, they just used balls. I was like, whatever. But the gameplay in Vector Man, still to this day, so good, so solid. And so Vector Man, number 4, Vector Man has to be included. I do believe there was a sequel as well. I didn't play the sequel, but I played the first game. Vector Man, number 4. Number 3, Virtua Racing. This is the Sega Genesis version. Bro, I double dipped on this game. I had the Sega Genesis version and I had the 32X version of Virtua Racing. Virtua Racing, oh my goodness, the game looks so bad right now. Did not age well. Again, this was Sega's response to the Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo released Starfox with the FX chip. Groundbreaking, bro. 3D graphics on the Super Nintendo. It's almost like we had PlayStation 1 graphics on the Super Nintendo. Bad PlayStation 1 graphics. But Starfox does not age well. I played that the other day, but it's still good. I still like it. Nostalgia. But Starfox ran at like 5 frames per second, bro. I was playing that the other day. I was like, man, how in the world did we play this as kids and like soaked it up? It was so groundbreaking. But Virtua Racing was Sega's response to Starfox and the FX chip. Bro, this game cost $100. Who right now would pay $100 for a game? When this game came out, I remember, bro, convincing my dad to get this at Toys R Us for me. I got it too. For $100, bro. Because the game had a special chip in the cartridge, bro, to boost the graphics, to make the graphics 3D. This was groundbreaking at its time. And so I had this, and the 32X version was just a whole lot better. But I had both. It used to freeze on me all the time too, bro. I'd be halfway during the race, and the game just freeze. But it was $100, whatever. We were kids, we didn't care. And so number 3, Virtua Racing. They need to figure out a way to get this game. I know it had a special chip in it, but get this on the Sega Mega Drive Mini. And number 2, the homie Skates, Streets of Rage 2. I had 1 and 2. I love 1 when you call in the cops and they throw bazooka fire from a distance as your special. But Streets of Rage 2 took everything from Streets of Rage 1 and just made it better. The characters' moves, the animations, the enemies, the stages. They got a little black dude on skates, bro. His name was Skates. Streets of Rage 2 is the second best game on the Sega Genesis for me. Only the games that I played. There's some games that I heard were real good that I just never played as a kid. Gunstar Heroes. Never played Gunstar Heroes. You were limited to what your parents brought you. Sort of what you asked for too, but didn't play every game as a kid. But Streets of Rage 2, hoo-yah! I still remember that noise. Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! Whenever he did that uppercut. Love Streets of Rage 2, bro. I beat this game a gazillion times. I remember beating this game like 5 times in one day, bro. Just playing it back to back to back to back. So dope, so dope. They had Ultimate Warrior in this game, dude. Ultimate Warrior was a boss. You can't beat that with a baseball bat. And you had baseball bats in this game. So, number 2, Streets of Rage 2. And the number 1 game that has to be on the Sega Mega Drive Mini / we never called it a Mega Drive. That's European stuff. It was a Sega Genesis. On the Sega Genesis Mini, bro, if this next game I'm about to list is not on the Sega Mega Drive Mini, I ain't getting it. Sonic 2. Sonic the Hedgehog DOS! I know some. Oh, I didn't realize this stage right here is in Sonic Mania. But, because Sonic Mania took a lot of retro stages from past Sonic games. Sonic 2 is the best Sonic game on the Sega Genesis. Probably the best Sonic game, because after the Genesis, Sonic sucked. Still sucks to this day. But Sonic 2, y'all saw this, bro. This was me getting Sonic 2 for Christmas. That's it right there. Pause. This right here. This is Sonic 2. This is me in 1992 getting Sonic 2 for Christmas, bro. And so Sonic, I had all the Sonic games. Sonic 1, 2, Sonic and Knuckles. Bro, they had a cartridge, the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge. You put it into your Sega Genesis. Then it had another cartridge slot on top of that cartridge. And you could put in Sonic 2 on top, any Sonic game on top of that. And Knuckles, like, it was like DLC. Sega was like blowing our minds back in the day. But I had Sonic CD on the Sega CD. Gotta run into the sky. I love that intro cartoon, bro. I used to never skip it. I used to let it play all the time. Sonic CD was good. But bro, Sonic 2 was the best Sonic game on the Sega Genesis. If this game is not on this Sega Genesis Mini Collection, Sega, we're gonna have a problem, bro. We're gonna have a serious problem, bro. So, dudes, that's it for this video. Sonic, Sega just announced the Sega Mega Drive Mini, aka Sega Genesis Mini. Once again, they're copying Nintendo. Sega used to copy Nintendo so bad back in the Super Nintendo Sega Genesis games. Alright, dudes. that's it for this video. What do you guys think about the Sega Mega Drive Mini? Just announced. They haven't announced when it's coming out. It's coming in 2018, but no official launch date or games have been announced yet. But what do you guys think about the 5 games I chose as my top 5 Sega Genesis games? Sound off in the comment section below. Oh, let me say what's up to the homie Day Day, one of the sponsors. Day Day, what's up, Day Day?
What's up?
I'm chilling, bro. What you up to, man?
Just waking up. I heard about this little Mega Drive crap.
Yeah. Now I have to say this. I'm getting this really more so for as a collector's item. I'm a little over most of these retro games, but I love my Sega Genesis, bro. Love my Sega Genesis. You gonna be picking this up, or you probably gonna pass?
I will see what kind of games on the.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I played all the Sonic games on like a GameCube. It's called Sonic Mega Collection.
Oh yeah. I remember that. And too, like you said, I'm interested to see what games they're gonna have on the system. Interested to see what games they're gonna have on the system.
Be at the $70 price point.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be somewhere between 50 and 100. It better not be over 100. How much was the Super Nintendo Mini? That was like what, 6? Yeah,
that was about 80, I think.
Oh, it's 80? Oh, wow. Well, we'll see. I think this will sell good, man, especially in the U.S. The Sega Genesis was popular in the U.S. A lot of dudes don't know that, but it was. Gave the Super Nintendo a run for its money. But that's it, dude. I'm going to be back on later in the day.
Yeah, get crashed for the PS4, now wait for the Switch version.
I got it, bro. I couldn't wait, bro. I got it. I'm gonna stream it later. So
you're gonna break your controller.
No, I won't. Oh yeah. I heard the game is hard, but I'm cool with it. All right, dude. I'll see you later, man.
All right.
Peace. All right, dudes. What do you guys think about Sega Genesis Mini and the games I chose? Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. But before you go, bruh, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things gaming, bro. We out, boy. Oh, we have our Reggie Pizza Man! You can't do this on Nintendo.